All right. How you doing this afternoon, chat? Stream. Just wanted to, jump on. This is the first official um, stream that I have, and I guess we'll jump right into, what's going on here in the city of Memphis. It's been a pretty nice day, actually. Around 87 degrees, I guess, with the heat index or something like that. But, I was jumped in my car a little earlier today, and it was around 92. So I'm jumping in and gonna try a few different things. This is really just a ground level burn. The first time that we're getting on, and we're gonna discuss the things that are going on around the city, as far as I see it. All the information I can gather, and then obviously as time goes on, we'll get better and better at this. So, just the things that I see happening on a day-to-day basis is amazing. So it'll just be cool to, throw it out here and let you all. I want to see what everybody else thinks. My fault. So, all right, what do we have here? And I'll make sure to turn all this crap off to make sure you all don't have to pay attention to it. So, so I'm just gonna take a look to see what's happening. There's a lot of things going on in the city today. I had a couple of stories that jumped out at me, and I don't want this stream to be just 100%. Um, the reason I don't watch the news. I really don't watch the news. I read stories based on whatever headline they give me. And some things are interesting, and I don't think others are. I don't even want to pay attention to some of the stuff. But I don't watch the news because there's so much. There's just a lot of stuff going on that I don't want to, I don't want to sit there and have to listen to on a day-to-day basis. But that doesn't mean that it's not entertaining, and it's not. It also doesn't mean that there's something that I don't want to talk about, with someone else to get their opinion and thoughts on that particular thing. So I'll go over the first thing, and then I'll jump over to see what's been posted online. We'll look to see what's going on on X, or going on just on the regular news feed. Somebody sent me a message though. Hold on one second. Oh man, yeah. So first thing, uh, right. So a woman shot dead. A woman and a man shot to death in southeast Shelby County. So if you all don't know where southeast Shelby County, I guess that's going to be considered, we call East Memphis, but southeast is really, if you're familiar with the area, it's going to be off of 385. Anything basically east of, or actually anything west of, 385 and probably Kirby or Hickory Hill, depending on what you want to call it, all the way out to Hacks Cross is going to be considered southeast Shelby County for all those that may not live in this area and just curious about. And as we speak about more things, you'll get a better idea on those particular things. But a woman and a man were killed after a shooting Monday morning in southeast Shelby County. According to the Shelby County Sheriff's Office, deputies responded about 5:15 to a shooting on 7600 block of Newfound Gap Road and found two people had been shot. A woman who would only identify herself to Fox 13 as Rita was shocked to hear of the gun violence in her neighborhood. I've lived here for quite a while, and nothing ever goes on. You never thought, nothing could go on like that. But, this is Memphis. This happens every day. And honestly, that's just the facts. There's always something going on in the city, and yeah, you may live in an area that isn't frequented by whatever crime that we see on the news on a daily basis. But you're never surprised when it does get to your neighborhood, or if it occurs in your neighborhood. I was coming around a turn. I was in Southeast Memphis, as a matter of fact. It's a little earlier today, and I was going through a light, and I had a guy. I'm pulling through the light, and yeah, it may have been a little bit late. It was a yellow, and it was about to turn red. But the guy, I mean, it's obvious that we're coming around and we're gonna make this light. Me in a car in front of me. It wasn't late to the point where I was in the red. I mean, it turned red as I was turning. I wasn't right. I'll say that first and foremost. But the guy slammed on his gas, hit the horn. Hey, look, man, I'm already past the point of no return. I'm not finna stop what I'm doing. Man, chill out. That extra 2 seconds, and you probably wouldn't even hit the gas like the way that you did. You know what I'm saying? If I had stopped. He did it to prove a point. And that's what I'm saying. It's these types of things that cause tempers to flare, you know what I'm saying? Personalities and all the rest of that stuff. Because had I been somebody else, somebody may have been jumping out of the car, or if I had slammed on my brakes to try to stop him from being able to go through when his light was clearly green, he may have jumped out of his car. Who knows? You know what I mean? But it's the foolishness that occurs that makes these types of occurrences happen more often than what they actually need to. Slow down a little bit. So the woman died at the scene while the man had critical injuries when he was rushed to a hospital. Other neighbors agree with Rita, surprised at the violence in what they consider, I'm guessing they meant, an otherwise quiet neighborhood. I'm surprised they got shootings over here anyways. It's just a very quiet neighborhood. Nobody messes with anybody, said one neighbor who did not want to be identified for fear of their safety. It's kind of shocking to see all of this morning. So obviously it was a big deal. Things that were going on over there in Southeast. I didn't see that when I was out there. I was over there at it was around noon, or around 1 o'clock. So it's interesting. It's interesting. You got to be safe. Be safe. I promise. So, different stories are